Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here. Welcome back for our third episode of the Pax Romana campaign. It's been a week since I last recorded. I was out of town for a conference, and I have not played a video game in that entire stretch, so this is going to be fun. In the last episode, all basic hell broke loose. We found out that our husband had actually been dead at the time that we married him, or very, very close to. And so we are truly the governor of our little island, or our little area. And then during the campaign, the emperor also died, probably of a heart attack or something along those lines. And now his wife has become the empress. So far, we know that it's probably going to get fought against or something along those lines. So it's going to be interesting to see how the campaign continues forward. But our next big thing from a city building perspective or an island building perspective is getting that last piece that are needed for the plebeians so that we can unlock tier 3. And unfortunately right now we don't have it on our current island, so we're probably going to have to get a new island up and running in order to start that production. So let's go ahead and jump back in and start working towards that fertility. Okay. So what I am referring to is if we click on the plebeians here, we have a fourth item called household that we need to fill up for them. And we have the amphorae and the olive oil. Neither one of those, if you look at their specific production chains, do we have one of the items. So in the case of amphorae, we don't have resin. And in the case of olive oil, we don't have olives as fertility on our current island. So we're either going to have to purchase it, which we absolutely could do to just go ahead and quickly unlock, or we're going to have to work towards another island. The good thing is, one of these islands had it. It was it this one? Yeah, this one actually has both. Now, it's a small island, but it would work for us, and considering this island has some additional fertilities that we don't have, such as murex, oysters, iron, and gold. It might be worth getting both of these two islands for us. But I have no idea in this game what it means to get another island. Like, what are the requirements? So, what I'm going to do is find my ship.
Waiting for your decree.
And we're going to send him to the shore of that island to see what that tells us. In the meantime, let's take a quick look at our research, which we are working towards slingers at the moment. Then we've got depots to increase our available storage, and then quarter mastery after that. We then also have visit Julia to see how she's doing. Okay, so let's go do that right now.
It is not the first unexpected death. Lucius, I will mourn with the child I have, and the children we never had.
Oh, apparently I need to go there with my ship. Okay, well,
What could you possibly require?
okay. Let's speed this up a little bit. We can get there a little bit faster, and then we'll send it over to the island to find out what the requirements are for getting a new island. It's probably going to be some combination of wood and tile, I would guess. Sort of like in Anno 1800, it was lumber and iron ingots, I believe. Okay, here we go.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Empress Julia.
Oh, Marcia! I thought you were another messenger from Rome. They won't leave us in peace.
If there is anything I can do...
I cannot keep him here any longer. The pyre, the sacrifice to Ceres, it would be easier if you could take the body and afterwards gather his ashes. It will be a ceremony among those closest to him.
Of course. I'll see to it.
Hello, Marcia.
I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
I thought it would be nice if, if we could have the pyre near Ambrosia. Diana, dearest, perhaps you and Marcia can arrange the sacrifice.
But it's not a sacrifice. The guy's dead. Alright, so... Nope, wrong one.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Alright, we can slow things down a little bit now. Yeah. Alright, so we've got that. Bring remains to the pier near Juliana's amphitheater ruin. Which is where? Okay. How do I get to my ships quickly? Oh, there we go.
It wasn't his heart. I argued him to death, Marcia. I owe him. I owe him this much. I wish Paul had never died. Maybe we would have been different.
Oh, this is interesting. They're having us go back to the island, to our island. Oh, that's not really what I wanted, but we're also trying to remove more ruins. Okay, how do I remove... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm still missing rope to do another ruin. It's interesting that they're having us come back to our island for this. They're slowing me down, though. I want to do other things. Now it's like, oh, what do we... We do have iron and gold. Okay, so... Oh, and we do have oysters. Huh. Alright, again, let's speed things up a little bit. In the meantime, I'm continuing to bring money, so that's good. Just under 200 in profit at the moment.
We stand, waiting.
Okay.
So, where do you think we should light the pyre?
How about the old amphitheater?
Sounds good. I'm sure you know best.
You are correct. Alright, supply 5 timber to the ruined amphitheater.
That's fuel enough for the Emperor's pyre.
Okay, a fitting place of rest. Wait for Julia to arrive. She's coming in right behind us. We then need to build 5 tree ornaments, 5 flower ornaments, and 5 statue ornaments. Okay. How do I get back to... How do I get back to main construction? Well, oh, there it was. It was build. Okay. We need 5 tree ornaments. Do they need to be near the amphitheater? I can't imagine that they do. All right, let's put the tree, flower. Okay, let's put the flower ornaments. Would it be in the ground patterns? No. Yeah, okay, these work. That's 3, 4. Alright, there's 5 flowers. Let's do some lone cypress.
Late autumn pomegranates.
Okay. And then 5 statues. This one's a little bit more difficult. Statues are not something that I would typically... And for some reason... That's a town crier.
Yes, Lucius.
Alright, so we'll put that there. Alright, these I'm going to spread around a little bit. I wish I had a little bit of space in here. Alright, that was King Numa's son, wife, King Numa. Alright, there we go. Select the pleasure barge to receive Empress Julia. Okay. Light the fire.
Here we are, then. Thank you, Marcia. Lucius would have appreciated you being here today.
Empress Julia?
No need for such formality. Not here. Not now.
I'm here, Mum.
Your father and I had many happy years. We faced everything together. Everything. We had you, your brother, and despite everything... Despite everything... I know that he loved you. And he loved me. I have been Julia Augusta for longer than I was ever Julia Prima. All those years... I should be grateful. But all I can think is... if only we'd had more time.
I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry, Mum. It's all my fault.
Nonsense, dear. You are my light. And you always will be.
Okay.
I thank you,
There's
Marcia.
Diana and Julia.
Now I must return to the villa and face the future. I can't hold off those messengers forever.
Okay, so we need to go back to the villa.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Alright, in the meantime, because they're going to have to get back there too, I do want to figure out...
Advance.
I want to understand what the requirements are for inhabiting another island. If the game will even allow. I mean, they could be gatekeeping me in the campaign. I don't know.
Diana! Forward!
I mean, it's not the prettiest of islands, but it has the fertilities that I need, both olive and resin. So the thing about... So olive, I can go ahead and create the necessary thing directly. With the resin, my smart move is probably to send it... Well, no, there's river slots here for clay. So we would be able to do the whole thing. Oh, this one does have one fertility that... Actually, two. Because it has flax and it has marble. And my current island does not have those. So yeah, this island is definitely worth getting for those fertilities alone. Let's see if I can speed this a little bit more along. Because there's really... right now, there's really nothing else for me to do. Actually, there was one thing I wanted to take a look at. With respect to the plebeians, they're not getting coverage.
I brand the bread I sell as a mark of make and quality.
Oh, they're getting their soap now. Let's take a look at production. Prestige. I think it's under income. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything that the green is shorter than the white? Nope. Yeah, we're making more soap than we need. So it just hadn't made it there yet. Oh. We are not producing enough lavender. Oh, that's right. I remember now. There was a situation. So this is once every 2 minutes. This is once every minute. So I need another lavender farm. And I think my best bet is to put that here.
Shyness's beards, look who's here.
And do that. Where are we? 135? There we go. Not perfect. But it'll solve that problem, and it'll make sure that we guarantee the amount of soap that we need. Or produce the amount of soap. Okay, here we go. Select the trading post to settle on this island. It's locked. Settling islands is currently not possible. We are being gatekept.
Waiting for your decree.
Well, that sucks. Okay. Alright, well then let me go ahead and speed up time. Let me go back to my island, because there was something, at least in the last episode, that I recall. Certain... No, okay, we've got good coverage now. We weren't getting good, it was either marketplace or tavern coverage at one point because of the spread of the plebeians at the time. Is there anything else that we should really be building? Let's see, harbor buildings. We've already got rope being produced. Actually, can we do another? We can. Alright, let's go ahead and get that removed. While we're waiting. Okay, we are good on Vigilus. Custodia. Did we even put a Custodia down? I don't think we have. It affects happiness. It increases happiness. Like if we were to put it here, increases happiness of all of our... What is our happiness right now? 21? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's worth it. And it's right next to the Vigilus, for that matter. Forlorn Grammaticus can now be... Oh, okay. That's what it was called. I didn't realize that the ruins had names.
We have made a discovery under the debris of Ambrosia.
Resource storage to pick up these resources. Surplus must be lost. Alright.
Marcia, a messenger from the capital.
What is it?
Grave news.
I really wish there was a way that I could just sell. Alright, so we've got timber up for sale now. Actually, are there any others that we should really be thinking about? That one's already up for sale. Clay's up for sale. The problem is, I think we're too early in the game for it to actually be of value. Like, I don't know that there's enough traffic out there to actually buy what we're selling. So, we're going to have to sell... Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I think I know what to do.
There's not time for me to grieve. Calidus's forces have seized the Senate. They made him emperor. And at the tips of swords, our allies swallow their promises to this house.
Promises they made to your husband.
I told him they would never let me rule.
Oh, please don't make me do military stuff.
Lady Julia Augusta, confiding in a friend.
Are you here to kill me?
I'm not an animal, but I am the Emperor. Your mad ambitions are over.
You'd strong-arm me from Sanctuary in my time of mourning.
I will not desecrate your temple. You can remain here under house arrest, while my men strip this place of its assets. You see, it's not Falernian vintages and heavy drapes that made Rome, but virtue in war. That's why it's time to reassign those no longer fit for office. Titanius will be sent to Albion.
Albion? What for?
To prove himself, or be forgotten. A real governor cannot rule from bed.
Things will change, Marcia. I still have allies and the protection of this temple. If he is exiling Titanius, you will be expected to follow. Remain loyal, and you will be rewarded.
Empress Julia.
And be careful who you trust.
Okay, so
Your
now what?
city is impressed.
And Balian. Ben. I know you're around. Come on out. We need to talk.
I was merely waiting for your return, mistress. As it happens, I have heard the ill news. Exile. A terrible fate.
Yes and no. He exiled Titanius. What will happen, do you think, if Calidus finds out he's dead? I know he is. The truth, please.
Oh, mistress. You should not speak of these things where others might overhear. You see, Calidus has long been suspicious of your husband. Should there be some rumor pertaining to his illness, I fear suspicion would fall on you. As his wife and a close friend of the Empress, you would be in grave danger.
Thank you, Ben. That only partially sounded like a threat. Great. Just great. What do I do now?
Emperor...
I suppose he can do that. I wonder, though, how are we supposed to leave without a ship?
I'm afraid you will have to build your own ship.
Okay.
Emperor Calidus wishes to confiscate all of Lucius's chattels, which unfortunately includes your flagship.
Alright, so we need to build a shipyard. I think I may put that out here.
Fine, we need a boat, but be quick about it.
Civilian and Legio. Build a sales production chain to produce sales for your ship. Alright, sheep and sailmaker. So we can actually build 3 sheep farms for 1 sailmaker. We currently have 1 sheep farm that is for... the Pilius. And that's a 2-to-1 in itself, which means we're not even producing enough Pilius at the moment. The sheep do not take up a lot of room. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my road and I'm going to run it...
I heard he wanted money from you for the party. Here. I hope this covers it.
What? I was just given 11 grand? Build a Ponta Conter? Who? A what? Is that what this is called? Okay. Okay, let's get this under control. I really need to build 4 sheep farms. Let's build them in here. Yeah, let's build them in here. I'm going to move this one then. Okay. And then I want to copy you. There's 2. Alright, the other ones we're going to have to do new because I want to build them along this angular road. Okay. And then let's copy 2, 3. Alright, so that's now 5 total sheep farms.
A letter has arrived for you. Your father's seal, I think.
My daughter, Marcia Tertia.
To my daughter,
Never mind.
Marcia Tertia.
Okay. By the time this letter finds you, you are a married woman. I congratulate you on accepting your womanly duty. I hope you will continue to set a good example for your sisters. Prosper and hail. To Juliana in Latium. To Marcia Titania from Decimus and Alcracius Nerva, governor of Egyptus. Addressed to the villa of the governor, women's quarters. Oh, we need to... Okay. Alright, let's let that roll. I'm running out of time.
Don't disappoint me, Governor.
I cannot pronounce those words at the top. While you were sprawling on your cushions, the Empire has descended into chaos. Be aware that the barefaced laziness endorsed by Lucius should not be tolerated under my rule. But now that you are exiled to Albion, let us see what harm you can do. Know that I do not allow my governors to rule from bed. A true governor will take back control of the unruly islands. You will heed me in this, though I can tell you the place is a bastard to manage. Should you succeed, I might not throw you to the lions. P.S. I expect you to take all your slaves and household with you, especially your wife, who is so friendly with Lady Julia, by command of the Emperor Gnaeus Firmius Calidus.
Oh, it is all most untimely, mistress.
Which are you referring to exactly? The old emperor dying, or the new one acting as if he owns the place? Which I suppose he does, because I can tell you, these last few days haven't been fun. And I've got a feeling it's going to get worse.
Perhaps, given a little time, I might be able to reach out to potential allies and find a host who could take you in, temporarily.
That's very kind of you, but a life in hiding does not much appeal to me.
As you will, mistress. I regret it has come to this.
Okay, so we now need a sailmaker. Which we can put right here. Any chance we can pick this up yet? Nope. Yeah, now I freaking can't.
Still hanging around, girl? Go fetch the governor.
Shut up. That's warehouse, right? Yep. Yeah, I wish there was a way that I could just click this and start selling it, but I need to pick it up and take it to here.
Emperor Calidus seems
Yeah,
the type
to
to
Valeria.
upset the balance of things. The family sincerely hope he does not.
What is this? Oh, that's where Calidus is. Okay, I got it. Interesting. Alright, we're still missing a sail. Let's speed things up a little bit. We should be able to remove the last ruin, so let's do that. And I am going to upgrade a couple more Liberty, or Liberti. Move them right there. And then we will put in a couple more Libertis residents. Very good. The only reason I'm doing that is because every time I do the remove a ruin, we end up in a negative plebeian situation, and I don't want us to be in that situation on the regular. Alright, we just found 10 wood in this case. What did we get here? Wood, tile, and something else. I don't know what the last thing is. Yeah, we really need a ship so that I can take stuff out of my inventory and grab that. Alright, the question is do I think I need to get a Legio so that I have some naval power. Yeah, let's go ahead. The problem is it calls it a Pentaconter. I guess there's just two different versions. Oh, ship archers. And ship oars, which we haven't unlocked. There we go.
You're Marcia Titania. You didn't mention that earlier. Go get your precious husband and tell him I want him to move his bony ass to Albion.
Alright, so we're producing a new ship right now. Yeah, okay, that is a Pentaconter. That is not clear. That should have been clearer. Okay, so that's going. I think I just screwed myself. Crap. Well, no, I didn't have room for the tile. Alright, I guess we can do that now. Where is my flagship?
What could you possibly require?
Yeah. Let me see if they'll let me.
Through the waves.
Yeah, I'm curious as to if they'll let me try and do some sales real quick. Because I can grab 50 wood and 50 tile, take them over to Valeria's island to sell. Not that I need I don't need the funds necessarily. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so we want 50 of that, 50 of that. Alright, then let's pick up this. Musings of a Natural Philosopher. At that time, my sister Cecilia served at the great temple of Ambrosia, the day before we were due to meet. I saw a cloud that was extending like a vine, growing tendrils in every direction. As I watched, the walls started shaking so violently that everything in the room was turned upside down. We ran outside yelling, the servants covering their heads, for some of the statues in the garden had started toppling down. There we saw that the cloud advanced, just as the sea seemed to retreat from it, leaving the fish stranded in its wake. Darkness descended, a starless night full of choking black smoke. Ashes fell like snow, and all I could see henceforth was the glint of distant fires. It almost sounds like when Pompeii exploded. Huh. Okay, so depots were now discovered. That's excellent. Let's go back to research, because I think Alright, we need to get some... Grants troops the encamp command. Yeah, we're going to need to... Crap. Warehouse organization. Alright, let's do that one. And then let's do... Grants torching speed. Infantry damage buildings more quickly with their torches. Grants troops the encamp command while on home islands, which reduces workforce requirements and speeds up healing outside combat.
You really are a little feeks, aren't you? Go.
Alright, I guess we'll start with repair cranes.
We stand waiting.
Let's send you over there to sell, then we'll send the ship to... Calidus. Maybe by that point we've got our new ship built. You never know. Alright, where? What is taking it so long? Oh, that's right. We have a depot now. Alright, while that's happening, let's build the depot. See, can I build it right there? Yep, let's build it right there. Alright, what did that do? Increases our storage by 100. Wow. Very nice. Why is this not... Oh, you know what? I just realized. I'm a dummy.
Where's the old fart? Still in bed? Well, go ahead and wake him. Or I'll do it. And I'll march him to the docks, naked.
I didn't have a road. I don't know why I thought that a shipbuilder...
Construction of a ship has finished.
Wow, that was quick. Okay, hold on.
Given the circumstances, a fine ship, Ere.
I like it too. Though, the shipwrights asked about Titanius. I wasn't sure what to say.
Perhaps we may speak of that another day, mistress. The Emperor has conveyed his latest instructions.
They cannot be traded. Why? Ah, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, then I'm just gonna drop them overboard.
Through the waves.
I guess they won't let me... Well, let's find out. We've got this new ship.
Waiting for your decree.
Let's see if I can go pick all this up and trade it with the new ship while the old ship is on its way back. Oh, because I put the oars in, I only have one cargo slot. I was wondering if there was a downside to putting the oars in. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. Alright, the other thing that we're going to need to do is set up weapon production, which is iron. We might already be producing enough charcoal. We need some more Libertus households. There's 5 more, and we've got room down here that we can do additional, and over here for that matter. Alright, let's take a look. We've got iron here. Let's take a quick look at what this chain looks like. So it's iron, which is every 30 seconds. Those are Libertas. Then it's the furnace, which we'll need to make sure to put a Vigilus nearby. That's every minute, so we could run 2 iron mines into 1 furnace. And then that's going to produce more than we need for weaponsmithing. No. I'm sorry. I did it backwards. 2 furnaces for 1 iron mine. And then we could do... I mean, really, it would be 1 iron mine, 2 furnaces, and 3 weaponsmiths. Actually, no, that's not true. It's 2 weaponsmiths. But even 2 weaponsmiths aren't going to be able to process, or going to over-process the iron ingots. Let's see, it's 5 Libertas there, 3 Libertas there, and 5 Libertas. Well, it's Libertas all the way through the chain. That's actually kind of surprising. In Anno 1800, it was definitely not that. It was, you had to have workers for the mine, but then you needed artisans for some piece of it. I forget what
Still
it was
hanging
now.
Around, girl? Go fetch the governor.
Shut up. You're pissing me off.
What could you possibly require?
Good. Anything paid for by the taxpayer is subject to investigation, including this here ship.
Collect an elephant from Calidus using your newly built ship. He insists you take...
I'm told you were there when Lucius hit the floor like a fat sack of ducks. Does nothing about that strike you as unusual?
Well, I don't know. Seemed as if he was struggling to breathe, but he was quite old, you know.
Funny, because I heard his own family killed him. A lifetime of lies. Every form of intrigue past his daughter's lips, they say.
People say many things when they believe others want to hear them. Oh, Emperor.
I don't like your tone, girl.
I don't
if
like
you're hiding
yours.
something from me, it won't go well for you. Now go on. Tell Titanius to bugger off.
Okay, collect an elephant from Calidus using your newly built ship. Alright, well, first of all, my newly built ship should be here.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
I never seen 200 denarii.
No way, Praetor. What could you possibly require?
Okay, so let's go here and try and sell the
As do
tile.
we.
Yeah, cannot be traded. I don't... Why can it not be traded? Don't just tell me it can't. Tell me why. I guess because she's not requesting it, she'll only accept what she requests. Yeah, alright. Okay. Well, I think I should have room now with the depot. Let's see, do I have enough room? Yes, I do. Alright, let me go ahead and bring the tile back. The lumber I think I can wait on.
Mariners, forward!
Alright, in the meantime, I only have 9 extra plebeius, so we need to put in some, or lebertus, so let's put in some housing. Okay. Oh, total population of 400. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Alright, so that got us up to plus 40. We need charcoal burners. How much are we producing charcoal-wise? We're producing more than we need, which means I may not need any for the furnaces, but I may need them for the actual weapons. Alright, let's start this process and put in an iron mine. Let's put a road that connects from there down to there. Why is that warehouse there? Okay, well, we're going to move you. Oh, never mind. I know why. You're needed for the woodcutter. However, I might be able to move you just a touch closer.
I have a few new proposals to take to the Magister someday.
A decision, your judiciousness.
Sorelia Festival of Ceres. Citizens in the city of Juliana have grown in piety and devotion. They are asking you to host the Sorelia Festival of Ceres. They wish to honor their city's patron god with a proper feast and sacrifices. Okay, so we income area effect improves by 1 around bakeries, vintners, and brewery. Duration is 4 hours. Random specialist or captain. Pay for the festival is $2 grand. Provide resources for the festival. Postpone the festival. Let's pay for the festival. And we just got a preacher. Okay. Cool. I think. I really don't know. Okay, let's do furnaces. We want 2 furnaces. I wanted 2. I didn't want just 1. Alright, and then let's put a Vigilus right here. Okay. And then we want...
Some of the necessary materials haven't reached us.
Yeah, that's... Okay, it's not producing
You're Marcia
iron
Titania.
enough.
You didn't mention that earlier. Go get your precious husband and tell him I want him to move his bony ass to Albion.
Not what I wanted. Where is my ship? Oh, it's just taking its sweet time. It's also not showing up very well on the mini-map. That's getting a little annoying. Alright, let's speed up time just a hair. And then I'll send this to go get the elephant.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
There. Okay.
Festina Lente.
Collect an elephant from Calidus using your newly built ship. Insist you take her with you to Albion. Yeah, well, we're not going to Albion. Or are we? Maybe we are. There's probably going to be a point in the campaign where... Oops, that was not what I wanted. I hate it when I do that. Where I'm probably going to stop the campaign because I don't want to do military stuff unless, you know, like 100% absolute required. In this case, the game is forcing me into it way too early, in my opinion. We've got 2 quests here. Build a fascia on your island to accommodate specialists outside of the villa. Okay. Sure. I don't understand. Construction area blocked. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on, let's see. It really, truly cannot
You really are
overlap.
a little feeks, aren't you? Go.
Alright, what does this guy do? Appoint specialists to improve nearby buildings. Spreads the good word. Increases belief.
At your service.
Okay. Where is our island knowledge? Island belief. There it is. We're already at a positive 303. We're getting an additional 14.4 because of him, though. We do need to increase our island health. I don't know that there's any easy way for me to do that under current circumstances.
It gives me peace of mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
We need another tavern. Okay, that's done. Tavern.
The sanctuary is where I feel safest, where I can contemplate.
Okay, let's put it there.
Before we judge, walk a mile in someone else's sandals.
Alright, that increases population and happiness. Yeah, the other tavern is down here.
This soap smells of pure, fresh lavender.
Everything else looks good. Other than the one good that we're missing, obviously. The household good. Oh, wrong one.
What do you think this mature female elephant is for? I doubt it's seaworthy.
I believe Emperor Calidus intends her to be a symbolic reassertion of force in the region of Albion, Ere.
It says to bring the elephant to the
Where's the
waiting...
old fart? Still in bed? Well, go ahead and wake him. Or I'll do it. And I'll march him to the docks, naked.
I really don't like this guy.
Much like the one Emperor Servius Julius Albus used to crush the Celts into their own soil.
Oh, that must have been the end of the conversation about the elephant. It says to stock your ship with items or goods to bring with you recommended construction material, e.g. timber. The only way that we're going to be able to do that is to...
Dear. I'm sure that will help us avoid any kind of unwarranted attention.
Sail to Villa Augusta to say your farewells to
funny,
Julia.
mistress.
Alright, let's do that. In the meantime,
Festina Lente.
I am going to build another ship. Except for they're not going to let me. I'm going to build a civilian one. And I don't know why they're not going to let me. Because the problem that I have now is I can't sail with only the Elephant. I only have the one cargo slot. And they're not giving me any reasoning for not being able to build another one. Well,
It's strange. It sounds silly, but I never imagined he could die. He was always so alive.
I guess this is goodbye. I'm sorry.
My dear girl, do not pity me. It is I who should apologize. You have been lied to more than once in my presence. I beg your forgiveness for not telling you that Titanius is dead. He died of a fever 2 weeks before the wedding. If we'd made his death public, Calidus would have been granted his post. Lucius was desperate. He needed this province, and more than anything, he needed time. The wedding was his way of keeping Titanius alive. He meant to restore the province to set me up for the future. All while keeping you in the dark. I begged him to confide in you, but he would not listen. So many lies. And if one good thing came of it, it's you, Marcia. You were a better governor than Titanius ever was. Lucius may have done so for selfish reasons, but he gave you power. And I saw you grow into it. I do not wish to see it taken from you. So, here is my advice. You have to keep Titanius alive. Don't tell them you're on your own. Take his place. Lie.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it'll matter what people think. Not where I'm going.
Marcia, Albion is still part of the Empire. One day, not only will you return to Juliana, but it shall be returned to you. But until then, I need you to be safe. Calidus will never accept a woman in your position, nor will others. Keep up the ruse. Stay alive. And may Minerva watch over you.
alright, it looks like I'm going to have to do this
A small fire has
without...
broken out. Too small to be of concern.
Okay. I don't think it matters anymore. Oh, this is for me to pick up timber. Yeah, because my ship right now has no space. So... Oh, that's a captain slot. Okay. That's how they're doing specialists on ships. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to go without the goods. The construction material. I don't know what's going to happen because of that, but...
Through the waves!
Alright, let's speed up time. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get moved out of this geo and moved into Albion.
My name is Marcia Titania, and I am an imposter. I've taken a dead man's place.
Isn't that what started the game? Oh dear lord.
Banished to the last fringes of the earth, we pass beyond all knowledge.
Those sails look horrible.
Land ahead. Remember what we agreed.
I dread to think of it.
And who might you be? You're no Imperial messenger. Pentaconter? What's all this? Where's your commander?
I am Gaius Titanius, governor.
Titanius, I heard you were ill. Very ill.
Oh, you know, the bracing sea breeze. He's a changed man.
So I see. And you brought a Lucanian cow. A beast of war.
The Emperor said he was to ride...
No. No riding. You must have misunderstood. Come. Let me introduce you to the chief of the Capel.
Corvinus, I can't pay tax if the Skaha keeps snatching up my fillies.
Manx? News from Latium. New governor.
Ave, chief.
Manx anxious. But what's this magnificent beast? It's got a long face.
So it does. Listen, Titanius. 2 islands lie beyond the White Cliffs. An outpost on either would extend the Limes, offering some foothold against our enemy, the Skaha. Tread carefully. She will be watching.
That was just Act 1.
Restless raiders roam these seas. If anyone here is friendly, it is certainly not them.
Alright, where is our ship? And why does it say 4? Are we in Act 4 or are we in Act 1? I don't know.
That was a close call. I think the Procurator already suspects something is off.
I really do not think it wise to lie to him. You might alienate the only person still in touch with the Empire.
You mean the only one who could rat me out to the Emperor? Ben, I'm sorry it had to be you. I just don't... You know I can't.
The truth has an unfortunate habit of revealing itself at the worst possible time. I hope you will reconsider the need for secrecy.
And then what? Wait until they drag me back and lock me up in a temple, like they did with Julia? Marry the Procurator? No thanks. I may be forced to play their petty games, but I am not going to let them dictate my moves.
Okay, so they're giving us the option...
Since you are doing us all a favor here, the treasury at Whitecliff can cover your first settlement.
Okay, so we did complete Act 1. We were just
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Alright, so we either
Our
go...
scouts have sighted new land.
Here, which is barley, dye, saltwort, iron, copper, silver. Or here, barley, herb, small bird, iron, copper, silver. So there's not a lot of difference from a plant perspective, and there is no difference when it comes to ore. That's very swampy looking. This isn't quite so bad. Yeah, let's send the ship here.
Mariners, forward!
Problem is, I don't know how we're going to settle the island. I don't have any goods. I'm probably going to have to go buy some from here is what I'm guessing. Nope, they're letting it do it. Okay. They're letting us do it for free. Alright.
I shall be lost here. Lost.
So we gotta start all over again.
Please, Ben. The way you go on, you make tearful Eno look cheerful.
Alright. So this is, I think, a perfect place for us to pause and end this episode. We'll pick up from here in the next episode, where it looks like we're going to have to start all over again in Albion. So it is what it is, the way the campaign is running. I would have much rather preferred building out where we were, Latium, and then going from there. But no, it is what it is. We can do that in an endless run in the next series. So with that, I hope that you've been enjoying the content as always. If you have, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Anno 117, Pax Romana, the campaign series. Talk to you soon.